In this video, I'll show you two different options using which you will be able to upscale your images, and that too absolutely for free. Very quickly, the first option, if I come to Google homepage and I just paste this particular link, pixnova.ai, then you will be able to see this kind of an interface. So this is one free image upscaler. What I'll do, I'll just come down and then I'll click on image upscaler. They have multiple different other options are also available that you can play with, but this is the one. So if I click on upscale your photo now, then there are few options. First one is upload your image. So what I've done, just few minutes back, I generated this particular image using Coin LLM, and there it generated this image. If I open that image, you will be able to understand how the quality is. You can see if I just zoom it a bit, you will be able to see some part of the image is pixelated. I'll close it and then I'll come to this particular tab again, and there I'll click on click to upload, and I'll just click on the last image I generated. And if I click on open, then it will load that particular image. Second option is that upscale factor, that how much upscale you are looking for. So that's the 3.5 is the max limit. That's the option I'll select. And then I'll click on create, and then it will work on the file and it will generate an upscaled version of this image. Let's see how the quality is once it will get generated. So it took some 12-13 seconds of time, and if I click on this download, then you can see now the file size became 7.9 MB. Earlier it was 1.3 MB was the size. So if I double click, now you can see this is the image. You can see how much detail it generated. So this is the upscaled version. And if I open the earlier version, so this was the earlier version and this is the upscaled version of the image, you'll be able to understand the difference between it. So this is one option, and that's the first option using which how can you upscale any of the images, and that too absolutely for free. Now let me close these options and let me show you the next tool, and that's one of the interesting tool because that works without internet also. So if I come here and then I type one link here, that is upscale.org, but just check out for the upscale spelling here. Once I open this tool, you'll be able to see this kind of an interface. While it's showing it, there are some pricing, but I'll show you an option using which you will be able to do it for free. I'll click on download here, then you'll be able to see three different options. If I click on macOS, then it will open macOS app installer, and there it's showing it will cost me $13. But I'll come back here. I'll click on alternative downloads, and then I'll click on DMG, and that's absolutely for free. I'll click on DMG file. Then it will download that file for me. You can see it's being downloaded. One download is in progress. And once that will get downloaded, I'll be able to install this particular application on my computer and I'll be able to use from there. You can use it absolutely for free. So let me show you very quickly how will it work. Currently it's still being downloaded. Okay, now it downloaded. It's a 367 MB file. I'll just double click and then I'll drag that application here. Now it is currently being copied. Once this is done, it will be ready. Now if I go to Launchpad, you can see this is the application upscale. Once I click on that, it's mentioning that it's downloaded directly from internet. You want to use it or not. I will click on open and then the application will open. So now this is the language it's asking for. Next is if you want to do the auto update and other things, and if you want to share the data with upscale, I'll turn it off and then I'll click on next. Once it will start, it will show you some of the introductory video to make you comfortable with this particular application. This is the interface you will get. Now this works locally on your computer, and based on the power of your computer, how powerful the machine is, it will work, and the speed will depend on there. You can also do a batch upscaling here. So if you have multiple images to convert, that also you can do, but we'll try with one image now. So what I'll do, select image, I'll go to downloads and I'll click on that particular image which I tried earlier. This is 1.3 MB image. I'll click on open. So this is the image it opened here. There are multiple different options. You can see what are different options are available based on the image type. you can choose which option you want. So multiple different options are available here. So what I'll do, I'll maybe select the last one, digital art. And then one option is there, double upscale. You can just watch this image size here. Currently it's showing 3584 by 4608, right? If I click on double upscale, just look at this particular ratio. Currently it's showing 4x, I can go to 5x. If I go beyond that, it will show you it may cause some of the performance issue based on your computer strength. So let me select maybe 5x, and then if I click on upscale, it will start upscaling my image. It will take some time because currently it's showing that it's showing some of the progress, and once this is done, then you will be able to see this particular slider. You can see this was the earlier version and this is the upscaled version. Now you can see the difference, right? If I now go to this downloads folder, you can see this is the image it upscaled. And if I double click, then you will be able to understand the difference. And this is the image it upscaled. Earlier, this was the version. If I click on this particular file and then if I bring it here, you can see this was the previous version and now this is the upscaled version. So this is also absolutely for free. Now this application have multiple different other options. You can just go to the settings and you will be able to see. In fact, you will be able to use your own model also if you have any such requirement. So these are the two options I thought of showing you here, and both options are absolutely for free. Using these two softwares, you will be able to upscale any of your images, and that is absolutely for free. So here I shown you how can you utilize this software to upscale your images. If you want to edit your images and that too utilizing the power of AI, then check out this video where I covered and I shown another way to edit your images utilizing Google AI Studio.